Hey guys, and welcome back to You Have Activated My Trap Card, the game. I'm just going to keep throwing these random tiles at you, just trying to see how you react.
I'm looking forward to it. I want to see how many stupid card puns you can make during the course of this playthrough.
Yeah, I'm going to throw down a face down.
Now you gotta be Joey Wheeler, that's the next step.
Yeah, we're going to the last card that we have here. Wonderland.
Wonderland has never really been that interesting to me in, like, any of the Kingdom Hearts games. I don't know why they picked it. I mean, you'd think you'd have more to do with it, but they've never really been that interesting of a world to go to.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what it is.
I'm trying to think of my worst memory of Wonderland in the Kingdom Hearts games, and 358 over 2 days ranks on there.
That's like most of your worst memories when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
You have a watch, but you're clearly late all the time. You need to wake up a little bit earlier. I'm just going to throw that out there.
It's like a runner who can't run very far because his trainers are shit. I don't know where this analogy was going, I apologise.
What do you think is constantly stalling him? Does he get wrapped up in video games? Is there a really good show he's watching on TV? Maybe he's been building Gundams a bit too long. I don't know. They never specify.
Why does every character have to have a weeaboo trait? Is it so you can identify with them?
No, not much. But it's a modern character-building trend, you know, to create more diversity in our character lineup. Everybody needs a weeaboo skill.
Well, we've got Flame, Yew, and Snake, so I think we're doing fine in the weeaboo department. Welcome to Wonderland. It's full of cards. Get used to it.
Not even like the fun kind of cards. They use like normal decks of cards. To this day, I haven't really found a lot of traditional card games I like to play. I'd have to say probably my favorite traditional card game, you know, using an actual like pack of cards is something like Hearts or something like that, but I'm not very good at it, so I don't know.
Or the mom's favourite, Solitaire.
But Solitaire is so boring. You just play with yourself and that's it.
Well, you know, I'm going to hastily move on from this and say I like blackjack. Blackjack's pretty fun.
Blackjack's pretty good. Like, I actually have a version of that on my iPod, where you have to make as many piles of 21 as you can before you're unable to anymore, which is actually pretty fun.
I'd just like to reiterate that I always disliked those flower heartless. Anything with a projectile, and, you know, a camera that is not always facing the thing that's firing the projectile, is something that gets right on my fucking tits. The creeper plants, to give them their actual name, by the way, originated in the, the Game Boy Advance version of Chain of Memories. The thing that can unlock anything doesn't seem to be able to unlock this, so I guess there is another unlocking feature in this room. Is it this plant? I think so.
Well, it's a thing that unlocks stuff. It doesn't trim, like, greenery. That's not its job. It's a blunt instrument.
What a useless legendary weapon.
Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, the idea of a key of a sword that can unlock anything, that sounds cool. But they haven't really done that much with it, don't you think? Like, at most, he's used it to unlock, like, Kingdom Hearts, a few things here and there, and mostly treasure chest, and that's, like, it. I mean, yeah, I understand there's a natural limit, but it feels like there's some creativity that we're missing here.
Well, you know, I guess you have to become a Keyblade Master before you can do all the cool stuff, much like Aqua did at the end of Birth by Sleep.
Oh yeah, she was so cool.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
That's my power, you know? That's where my legendary weapon ability comes from. Every time you get hit with my blade, you get instilled with a sense of self-doubt as to what I'm actually trying to do.
I will be using stop at some point in the game. There's a couple of cool slides that you can use stop with. So, we'll see what happens.
Have you used, like, do you use, like, gravity at all in this game? Because gravity always seems to be pretty useful, but I never really was able to bust it out.
I dick about with gravity at one point, yeah. I don't exclusively use slides and such.
Okay, alright.
Oh, the music is so goddamn twee. So twee.
So repetitive, too. I mean, after a while, it's just great.
Oh, we're getting, like, a royal audience or something?
Is that like a literal skybox? You know, like how they have skyboxes in old FPSs and, okay, well, modern FPSs too, I suppose. But this one actually has defined corners.
Yeah, basically. Oh god, I can see the seams.
Don't cut up the sky, alright guys? Just gonna throw that out there. That's our lesson for this playthrough.
Oh gosh. Is this like a drugs hearing? Did they finally catch Alice? Watch the language there.
Yeah, evidence. That's just this dirty word up in here.
In the first Kingdom Hearts game, you actually had to find the evidence. Here, since everything is divided into like 2 or 3 cutscene doors, we're not going to be interacting as much.
There's not really a lot you can do in this game at all, besides, just crawl through the dungeon, so to speak, and just fight stuff. So, for a free add-on, I think that's alright. But they actually wanted you to pay $20 for this separately, so not really that great.
It's definitely a budget tile, yeah. Oh, Sora's doing his Phoenix Wright shit again.
Oh well, she's getting surprisingly expressive at this point.
Objection, etc.
Yeah, I object to this carpet. Look at this thing. It's tattered, it's old, it's ugly.
It's tacky, much like your face, Queen.
Oh!
White Rabbit, shut up. Where's the king? Where's the King of Hearts?
I'm pretty sure she killed him.
Even though she's using him as a pillow right now.
Wasn't there an actual King of Hearts in, the actual Alice in Wonderland book? I would think there was. And then, more modern interpretations of the story just kind of got rid of him? I don't know.
Well, the only one I remember is the really effeminate one from the Disney one.
There's also I remember, there was that live-action show where Alice jumps in a mirror and she goes to Wonderland, and it's not nearly as funky as Lewis Carroll would normally have it.
We've got to fight some cards. We fight using cards. Now we're going to fight literally against some cards.
This is getting recursive, man. There's only so much card games I can take. I mean, I like my card games, but at the same time, if they don't have monsters and attack points on them, I'm completely lost.
This is a lot easier than it used to be, because I remember having to take down a tower while battling these guys, and here they just kind of run about. I think it was harder in the GBA one, but that might be across the board when it comes to the remake.
I'm trying to think, outside of the bosses and, the Heartless, are these, the only other unique enemies you fight in this game?
I think so, yeah.
It's you would think more would pop up, but for some reason the cards get they get the original, model and sprite treatment, which is odd.
Oh, the power of Goofy Tornado level 3.
Man, he really is going.
He just loves to twirl, what can I say?
I'm gonna throw up, Zora!
Thankfully he disappeared back into the card even before that happened.
He got it all over Donald. Ah!
Meow!
Oh, well, that was mildly annoying, alright. I guess I'll go back to jogging. Work my quads.
Goofy smash!
He's doing more smashing than the actual cards. They're not even trying to attack you. He's not towards the wall.
Oh, that's a badass finishing pose.
Whoa! Sono Chino Sadame.
Oh, Sora. Fucking JoJo.
And we got a prize for that, I guess. I don't really feel accomplished, but whatever.
Speaking of recursive, a card of a card that we can use as a card.
This game is weird.
No, I think we're going to get away quite handily.
Oh no, more of your guys that I easily trounced and they didn't do anything. But now I'm in trouble, ooh!
The best run before we get decked in the face.
I also love how, the Queen of Hearts was gesturing with her big heart stick, when I have clearly seen lollipops like that before, so she just looks even less intimidating.
Who's to say it's not a lollipop, mate? She didn't
That's true, her fat ass probably eats those all day.
Well, I was going to say something a little bit more kind, but no, you just had to go and say the F word right away.
She's evil! It's okay.
Okay, she's corpulent, she's massive, she's gargantuan, darling.
Stonking great fat.
Okay, whatever floats your boat. Door number 2! I spat everywhere, sorry computer.
I hope you will get when we get to door number 3, you say door number 3. That's right, the 3rd chapter.
Here comes 4.
Get out of here, there are no bathrooms around here.
No, go behind the rock.
The rock won't tell anybody.
Well, we all say things in the heat of the moment.
Weird stuff gets stolen in this series. Memories, blank, things like that.
What do you mean we can't say?
Alright. Your model's a little bit, just kind of put that back. Alright, somebody is having a little bit too fun in Source Filmmaker over here.
The Cheshire Cat is a very malevolent sort of force. He's like, he tries to play it off as being all aloof and wacky, but there's murder behind those gleaming eyes.
Well, I'm not really surprised that a lot of people have interpreted the Cheshire Cat to be fucking evil, considering how he does things.
Yeah. He's probably Loki, now that I think about it, in animal form.
Does Loki show up in Alice in Wonderland at all?
He does now. I'm rewriting the story. Pray I do not alter it further.
Oh, good. Let's get more Tom Hiddleston in a lot of stuff. I do like his Loki. Look, I'm not gonna deny that. I like how he does the character, but still. Like, you'll notice how ever since the movies came out, Loki has suddenly become really fucking important. I mean, he was, part of the Avengers forming to begin with anyway. But now he's just fucking everywhere.
That's star power for you.
That's true. I mean, it's certainly not comic book power, because that shit don't sell.
Why am I suddenly reminded of this one, old Yu-Gi-Oh! Magazine, where they put forth their, dream picks for if there was going to be a live-action movie? And you know who they picked for Yu-Gi?
Who did they pick?
Frankie Muniz.
Really?
Yu-Gi in the middle.
I still want to see, while we're adapting anime into live-action movies, I really think if they did a version of Death Note over here, I think that would work. Like, I really do.
Oh, a Western adaptation.
Yeah. And they've adapted, manga to Western live-action movies before, and I think Death Note would fit really well.
I want David Mitchell to be the starring role in a horror anime. I think just the premise alone would sell millions of tickets, because they put it into movie theaters first.
Oh, that would be interesting, yeah.
Just some ideas I come up with on the fly when trying to think of stuff to say.
I always think, he should take the cards and kind of wiggle it into lock to undo it, like you do with credit cards. I don't know how to do that trick, but I want to learn.
Oh, it's ruined now. The collector's value is ruined.
Yeah, here's the final challenge. You have to clean this all up.
Can I grow big first? No, otherwise there's no challenge at all.
Oh no, it's the same things we've already encountered.
How did you not notice her? It's like not noticing Neptune entering our planet's atmosphere. Be thankful I didn't pick Uranus.
I sentenced you to wealth? Oh no, wealth! Ah!
Don't you just hate when you blazing on someone and then you just forget the best dish you had waiting?
I'm trying to imagine what sound effects happen whenever she jiggles.
I don't want to imagine jiggle roll sound effects, okay? Oh, thank God it's a boss. We can move on from that sentence.
Watch out, something's coming. How? How did you know? Oh, it's up here, okay.
It's our old pal, the Trick Master.
Oh, this fucking guy. Never was a fan of him. Back then and back now. Wait,
oh
back
yeah,
now?
right now.
Okay! I'm glad you jumped to that conclusion, because I certainly fucking couldn't.
Well, do you see any other evil things in the area?
He's evil, therefore he did it. That makes sense to me!
Yep, do a bunch of combos on his noggin, it will stun him for a little bit. He will occasionally try and slam the table down if you're standing in front of him while you're on it. So be careful of that. You're going to have to wait for the gimmick card. You just see, look, he's taking it down now. You're going to have to use the gimmick card to bring it back up. Would not recommend using Blizzard at all. Even when I've been on the table, it's often missed. Just use any fire-based spells you have if you want to, hit him from a distance.
Wait, I thought he would absorb fire. I guess not.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, so I did like a few takes, well, more like 9 or 10, really, because this guy was surprisingly tough, and didn't use fire the first few times, but it ended up working out in a pinch.
I seem to recall in the original version of this game that you cannot actually hit him, period, when the table is down, but it's been a long time, so I don't really remember.
You can just about hit him.
I mean, here it clearly looks a lot easier, though.
And that's basically it. Trickmaster is fought the same way he's always fought, so I guess I can go over a couple of things, and one thing that I missed last time. The Room of Reward stuff. This is for Monstro, specifically. The Room of Rewards in RE Chain of Memories, and the original too, I think, is Aqua Splash, a magic slide created by using 1 Blizzard, 1 Fire, and 1 Aero, and it sprays melted ice at the enemy over a period of time, inflicting ice damage. Use the left analog stick to control the direction of attack. The Set 2 reward is a Zalding card, which gives you Aero Guard. Activates Aero for a set time, inflicting damage to enemies who touch it, resistant to fire, ice, lightning, and special attacks.
Alright, sounds good.
And for Wonderland, the Room of Reward stuff, in the original Chain of Memories is Stop Raid. In RE Chain of Memories is Synchro, sets surrounding enemies' HP to that of the target. The Set 2 reward is a Xemnas enemy card, which gives you Quick Barrier. When receiving consecutive attacks, guards beyond the second strike, resistant to fire, ice, lightning, and special attacks. The Trickmaster enemy card decreases value of the enemy's card when your card is broken.
So you're just, like, listing all of the, Kingdom Hearts Wiki's articles on this. We're giving it a hit with, like, copyright for that kind of thing?
Oh, you can't content ID an FAQ.
Well, they clearly will fucking try. They've tried to content ID everything else. Because reason has always worked with this woman.
Just go with it, Sora. It's better than being, cut in two. In twain, rather.
She's gonna use that to test her reflexes, I think.
See, we learned about lying in the last world, and now we're seeing it put into action by someone who's a smidge older than Pinocchio, and thus the lie has more power now. Wow, this is passive-aggressive abuse.
I'm kind of surprised it's working. Then again, I'm not really surprised it's working.
That's not the way back to the throne room. Where are you going?
No, I perfectly remember the way back to the throne room.
No, don't you remember? It's a dead end in there.
She just falls off in a pit. I knew this was going to happen!
Oh, well, looks like Alice is the queen of Wonderland now.
Just as planned.
This is true, by the way. Sometimes when you're trying to remember, fine details, your memory will smudge them up a little bit and you'll remember things wrong. Or there's that one thing when you genuinely believe you're in the right, but you're not, and then you have to awkwardly and sheepishly apologise.
That happens to me way too often, and I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that.
The world's done now, guys. We can leave.
Yeah, just let them all burn. Who cares?
My god, Alice is freakishly small compared to these other three characters.
That's true. I would think she would at least be Sora's height, but I don't know. Then again, Alice is 12 or something? I don't know.
Roughly about 10 or so, I believe.
10, 12, there are two numbers, so it's okay.
And thus we are done with Wonderland.
Conqueror's Respite. Yes! Wonderland is now mine!
I believe that's pronounced respite.
Respite. Just as long as all of the letters are involved and they're all getting work, it's completely fine.
Yes, excellent point.
And that's why I'm doing commentary.
That's why I picked you to be the commentary partner for these Kingdom Hearts playthroughs. God, you really do have to think on your toes for these sorts of games. Like with the regular Kingdom Hearts, they have proper stories and everything flows well. But no, I had to pick the one involving cards and sparse gameplay.
That's exactly how you sound. You've done a great impression of yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Hello!
So do you get AM or FM on those antlers?
I get both of them. Oh, judging by appearance, are we, Donald, you stereotyping asshole?
Please, nobody works with Axel. He's clearly a loner.
No, I think you were right the first time. You know what I love about Larxene is that in the Chain of Memories manga, I believe she was reading the Marque de Sade, or however you say it, which is basically a book about sadism.
Yeah, that's Larxene in a nutshell.
That you're still forgetting the most important thing here. When that poor girl hears that you've forgotten her name, why?
Eat at Wendy's.
It'll break her.
Remember, she has no heart, and Fuss is faking it. Yeah.
She's laughing at the plot points, Dragon. She knows.
Here?
Yes, she is.
That's a good sinking point, I would think, from the localization team.
Somewhere deep inside the castle. And you obviously are the hero, so you have to go save her.
Why do blondes always have to be evil?
Although...
Whoa, hey, alright, Kung Fu, honey.
Yeah, you wanted an organization member who did Kung Fu. You remember the pre-358 over 2 days release?
Barely?
You wanted the 14th member to be all punchy and kicky like Tifa.
Yeah, I wanted Punchy Kicky, man. But it didn't work out, did it?
Huh.
What a
Kyrie's
shame.
charm looks different.
You've been wearing it all this time and forgot?
I forgot it was made in China, but that hasn't stopped me.
That's not possible. The memory has to be engraved somewhere deep inside your heart.
Can we just skip the philosophizing and get straight to the battling?
Yeah, because it's starting to get a little bit old.
Oh, what?
No, I have to break his spirit before I break his body.
They told him not to break him, but she's like, I'm gonna do it anyway.
She's into some kinky shit, man. You can break someone without actually breaking them.
Release the memory from within your heart.
Nominate.
Well, it's about time. That's right.
Okay, Nominate, that's clearly a name you just made up, because that has never been a human name. I'm sorry.
Her name's actually Norman. We had to fancify up a bit.
Yeah, because it sounds like what country is that name sound like it's from? Is it French? I don't know.
Sounds vaguely French.
Name. Talk about heartless.
Well, talk about nobodies.
She was good, by the way. She is just having a whale of a time recording her lines.
Are you sure she's not having a monstro of a time?
What is with you today? You're one-upping me on every occasion here.
I'm trying to get jokey.
Very important to me.
Ow, damn. No, I'm fine.
Oh, it's important to you.
Weapon summon .gif.
Oh, they're just knives.
10
Nah.
seconds ago, you didn't even know what it was.
You really didn't expect the sadist to be a knife nut as well?
I expected knives, but with that big ol' hoopla about her summoning it, you would expect like a giant fucking sword to come out with that, not knives.
I'd love the flashy summoning animation to happen. It'd just be like a Glock. Just a Glock.
Anyway, how does this fight go down exactly?
She is fast as fuck, so stay on your toes, and that's the only advice I'm going to give you. Do not use thunder spells, although I don't think you have access to them at this point in time.
I seem to recall fighting her originally. She was super warpy all over the place. I don't know if she still does that in this fight.
Oh yeah, she loves to warp. Thankfully, I've got 3rd level magic.
Yeah, there you go.
I like to use Strike Raid because she is actually susceptible to its stunning capability.
Yeah, lots of things are susceptible to getting hit in the face with a metal stick twice, don't you think?
Don't cast Thunder, don't cast Thunder, don't cast Thunder, thank you.
It's too bad you can't give him orders so he doesn't fuck things up.
I'm bringing in like high potions and whatnot here. This lets me reload my attack cards in a jiff. Even stuff that's not reloadable comes back with these bad boys. It's perfect for spamming strong Keyblade attack-based cards over and over. You know, slights like Sonic Blade and so on. The first one of these battles is pretty easy. We're going to finish things off with the Goofy Smash. Boom!
Man, Goofy does smash. Nice. Goofy's not on screen, though, so he doesn't get to celebrate.
No, only I may pick up collectibles and experience points.
Does Goofy get any jewels? Is he allowed? Does he get, like, a cut?
Gosh, Goofy never gets what Goofy wants. Oh, now we get the Thunder card.
Oh, it's about time.
Thunder! Nope.
Oh, it's like your knives suck or something.
You're not as bad as I thought.
I was only pretending to lose.
You are a hero. a heartless hero.
I was a heartless once. Shut up!
Oh, does it hurt because it's the truth? You are just a baby.
Stop taunting me and go away.
And if you're gonna be a baby, then here you go.
Pacifier card? No, wait, this has other pictures on it.
Hey, it's got me, and it's got stink lines coming out of it.
And say thanks.
Firaga!
Wait, Larxene!
Mental note, don't get a rival named Larxene. It doesn't really sound that impressive when I'm shouting at a name.
Where are you? Don't you dare hide from me! Show yourself!
Whoa, actual anger from Sora.
You may makes fun of my Keyblade.
Sora, calm down. She's not coming back.
Sora?
I hate this. Why'd I need someone like that to bring back Naminé's memory?
Yeah, I hate it when sadists awaken the dark desires within my heart.
Oh, whoa!
So many cards. All of the cards.
We're gonna do all of them in a sequential order. I wonder what baby book you get nominated from, though.
Probably Tetsuya and the Moras.
Yeah, we get a lot of bad influences from him, don't you think?
I did get totally pwned by him.
Whew. Throwing that
Oh, you really fucked this up, didn't you, partner?
Really? It looked to me like you just plain lost.
Oh, bitty baby.
Then this is before Axel kind of had the personality he had in Kingdom Hearts 2 going beyond, but I totally see him talking shit to Larxene, though.
Vexen.
Oh, it's Mr. Crazy Face.
How could you be humbled by someone?
He is so fucking emotive, it's nuts.
I have to say, I think
You shade
all of the organization have fitting voice actors, but I love the dude playing Vexen. His name escapes me right now. Let me just look it up.
Yeah, his actor is actually pretty good, and I think he fits the character really well.
has much potential, but I remain unconvinced he is truly worth such.
Like, he just sounds like a slimy scientist. It's great.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Really is of any value to us.
Well,
He is played by Derek Stephen Price.
Oh, okay, well that makes sense. Derek Stephen Price has done a lot of voice acting before, and he really does a good job here, I think.
Scientist. Experiments are what I do. Yes.
Yeah.
That's another sync point for the localization team.
But you know, I think testing Sora is just a cover for testing your valet.
He's not my escort, I mean valet.
The product of
Matt, I keep forgetting how tall Vexen actually is.
God, he's a gangly motherfucker, yeah.
You should just learn to be quiet.
Hush, woman.
Anyway.
That guy was Impmon, did you know that?
Oh, Vexen's voice actor.
Yeah.
Huh. I can actually hear it, actually, yeah.
I hope you use it to put on a very good show for us.
I'm gonna do evil with it.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, I wonder who that could be.
It just completely blows my mind, I don't know. My quads!
Don't have time! They've got Naminé!
She'll be fine, Naminé'll keep.
But what about the cookies? They have those too.
Ooh, Sora sure does seem like he's upset.
Oh, Mum and Dad are worried about their child.
Come on, I want to go to the next repetitive part!
Oh, well, I'll grant that wish and we'll see you next time for Kingdom Hearts. All the cards, every one of them.